we've come upon a problem that I'm not real happy about right now. And I'm sure it's one of those things that happens. Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Huckleberry. I'm doing a little perimeter check out here, and as you can see, I am not alone. Everybody's following me, and even the cows. Let's see, that's really hard to get a good perspective. Let's do it. Even the cows are over there talking to me, thinking about, but I'm out here checking for a couple of things. Thor's lost something that I need to find, and I just want to kind of look around a little bit, check the fence, be sure everything's good, and all. One of those things you have to do every so often. I think the goats are losing interest in me now, but it's a little muddy out here, a little wet in spots. Sorry, had to go under a limb. So I'm just gonna make a little circuit of everything and see if I can find what I'm looking for. But we've come upon a problem that I'm not real happy about right now, and I'm sure it's one of those things that happens. So, you know, Thor is a great livestock guardian dog. He has taken care of our goats wonderfully. He's done a great job. He's protected them. He's taken care of them. He gets a little overexcited at times, and I get a little bit irritated with him. Let's switch over to this side. And so, you know, I get a little irritated and I have to slow him down because he will get a little aggressive with the goats when he gets a little overly excited. But since I've gotten the cows, he is flat out not being nice to the cows. He is chasing them. He's just randomly chasing them here and there, and running them off from things. At first I thought he was just protecting the goats and protecting us, because if they came close to us or they came close to the goats, he would get aggressive. But it's more than that now. I better go around this tree right here. He is perfect example. I was gone earlier, and when I drove up, the cows were way down here on this other end of the field. They weren't anywhere near anybody, and he turned towards them and he started to take off and go after them. And I hollered at him and stopped him and kept him from doing that. But they are spending most of their time down here. You see how muddy this is down here now. They're spending a lot of their time down here because he keeps running them off if they come up there, or he just may come down here and chase them down here just because he wants to. I don't know that I've ever seen this sort of behavior before. I don't know what he's doing. I don't understand why it's just like he considers them the enemy, and I don't like it, but I can't seem to stop it. If you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything that might work, I would love to hear some comments and such. But right now we've been making an attempt to use a shock collar, which I know a lot of people would not like. They would fuss about that, but we've used it on him before, and it worked. When he was younger, he got way too aggressive with the goats, and especially he got way too aggressive with the kids. And so we used the shock collar on him for a little bit. It's not that I'm constantly popping him and hurting him and all that. You get him a couple times, and then there's a setting on it that it does, it makes a sound that is associated. I mean, it makes the sound and shocks, or you can just make the sound, but then I got to the point where, you know, we could just use the sound and that would do him. And finally he quit being that way. He quit being so aggressive. and so tough. But now he's doing it with the cows. I don't like it. I do not want to deal with it. I want him to stop. I came out here last night and gave them some cubes, and he came down. Well, I came down and gave him some cubes, and after they started eating, I walked off, went back up, actually picked up one of the baby goats, was holding it, and while I'm standing there holding the baby goat, I heard him start barking and running, and he's down here running the cows off of their own cubes. Thor, you be nice. You be nice. And I had to holler at him and get him back up there just to keep him off of them, and they weren't doing anything. Hello, Natasha. A sweet girl. Thor, you be nice. You be nice. Hey, babe. Hey, Natasha. Hey, darling. Hey, darling. Hey. No, sir. We're going to be nice. We're not. No, let me Thor, come on. Clint is standing back over there. They're just over here eating. It's easy, and now the goats are stayed up on the hill. Come on. And anyway, this is a problem that I'm not accustomed to. And being, you know, I mean, I've had him for 5 years now almost, but at the same time, he's always only been around goats. And, you know, we found out early, don't let him be around chickens, because he killed, when he was a puppy, he killed several chickens before we realized it was indeed him that was doing it. And so we had to get him in with the goats and get him out with the chickens. And now, when I let the chickens out and going, he acts like he would love to get a hold of the chickens and have a little chicken for dinner, if you know what I mean. So I got to figure this out. I got to work on it some more. Yeah. See, now they're right down there talking to me. I know, guarantee you they're hoping I'm about to give them some cubes, but it's not quite time to feed yet. So anyway, I'm just trying to find this shock collar that has, it's an old one. It's the old one we had for him that is now a little too small. Thor, no sir. It's a little too small for him. And so we had to modify it a little, and the modifications did not work. They did not work. It will not stay on him. So I don't know. I think we're going to order a new one. But again, I know some people don't agree with shock collars, but I've got to, I mean, look at this boy. He's huge. And I've got to change his behavior. And me hollering at him or me spanking him, and I've done that a couple of times. I popped him for chasing him. It doesn't, hey, no sir. It doesn't affect him. Now when I'm out here and I'm right here, sure, I can tell him no and he will listen to me. But I need him to think about it and not do it when I'm not here, when I'm inside, or if I just happen to be driving up, let's say, because like he did earlier. So anyway, that's my fight that I have. As I said, if you have any comments, have any thoughts, ways you think I might be able to do something different, please let me know. And we're trying to get this solved. The next step that I'm going to have is to go ahead. I've been going to split this field in two. So I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and do that and just keep him away from the cows, because they need to have access to as much of this grass as is out here, and they're spending all their time over in that corner back there, which I do not care for, because it's wet back there. Thor, you stay away from them. There's no reason. They're just standing there eating. They're not hurting anybody. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see what we do. We'll figure it out eventually. we'll stop it if I have to build a fence, which I needed to build it anyway, so I may have to build it earlier than I wanted to. I'll give you an update on the rabbits here shortly too. Thor, no. And I know he's going after them because as soon as I say no, he turns around and comes back. I know he's going down there to chase them. Frustrating. But I'll give you an update on the rabbits. I'll show you what's going on with them because they're doing really good. Should be building their hutches soon, and we'll get them out of our garage, which will be very nice. And we'll go ahead and lay again here. I don't know if that's her moving her sides or if that is, I know she's contracting her sides somewhat due to flies and such, but I also think there may be some movement in there too. And Nico and the other little boy are trying, Thor, no, are trying to eat my shirt. See, here's Nico. Hi, Nico. All right, guys. I'll show you those updates and we'll see what happens. I'll let you know later if we see anything. Oh, gosh, he is dragging on my shirt so hard I'm about to fall down. I'll let you know how that all goes. Well, guys, we made a special trip this afternoon. I wasn't sure until just recently that we were going to go ahead and do this now, but we are adding something new to the homestead. Not something new, but these are new. So here you go. Here's what we're adding. New babies. We got some new chicks that we're going to add. We're going to put these guys in the brooder. I said the other day that we were going to use the bucket that we used for the brooder last time as a waterer for the cows because I had a different one, and it was because we had something in mind. And now these guys are ready to go. They've hatched, and so we'll chronicle the growth of these just like we did the others and show you as they go. I'll show you when we get them in the brooder and get them set up too. But yeah, there were others, but these are the 10 that we're going to take home and see if we can get these guys raised up. So stay tuned for more details on their growing. Okay, so now we are home with our new little babies, and here is the new brooder set up. I got the heat lamp. I've got an order for a heat plate, but I don't have it yet. So we're going to just go with this for now. It's suspended, it's high above, it shouldn't go anywhere, shouldn't be a problem. They should be able to stay warm. It's not going to get cold right now, so that's a good thing. But let's put these babies over in here. All right, there you go, babes. Now, they're going to be right over here beside the rabbits, so they're going to have company. All right, babies, come on. See if we can do 2 at a time here. Oh, I'm getting you some company. You're not going to be alone. Well, I about had that one, and then he stepped in there and stepped on my hand, so. Whoops, sorry babies, sorry babies. All right, so here's the new babies in the new brooder. That one really wants to get underneath everybody. I'll have to introduce them. I'll grab a couple of them. Come here, babe. And dip their beak in the water, not your wing, babe, but your beak. And there's a cricket in here, a couple of crickets in here from where I had it sitting earlier, so they might find themselves in trouble. Okay. All right. So they're set up to go. They are ready. And this is our next generation. They'll be in here for a few weeks. And then we'll work through and get them out there. We've got a plan for how to introduce them to the current flock. So we'll work on that and we'll get it done. And you guys will see every step of the way. All right, start off my update with showing you that they do love to get up on top of their house. You see Chewy's house. If you watch my short, you would see when I put this new house in there, I put hay in it, and Chewy went in there and I couldn't even see him for a while. But he's doing really good. This is my little Chewy. Hi Chewy, you want to smell my finger? Yeah, hi Bubba. He's a big boy, he's so good. I'm ready to see what the babies will look like with him and my girls here. They are just so pretty. I think they are just gorgeous. Yes, my girls. They're adjusting well. I don't have their hutches built yet, but that's just because things are happening. But they're good in here. We're keeping them cleaned out. It doesn't look like it at the moment, but they're getting cleaned out every couple of days. They're being kept with hay, plenty of water, and I got to give the girls some food. But these two girls, you see her jump down, no problem. These girls go through some hay and some food in no time. They make a big mess. As you can see, there's hay everywhere because they don't just eat it, they like to strew it. They remind me of my granddaughter and her mess making right now. Now Chewy's a lot better, and he doesn't eat nearly as much. You would think a big old boy like him would eat a lot more than two little girls, but they're growing still, and so they're eating a lot. See, you can see her having a little bite of hay right now, and I'll just have their food sitting over here. I'll just show you giving them a little bit of food. As soon as they see this, you'll see what they do. They come running over here to the door. They know what I'm about to do. Okay, back up, babies, back up. Back up, back up. Let me put it in here. Oh, making me spill it. And before anybody says, oh, you're not feeding them enough, trust me, as soon as they get through eating, those two girls are ready to eat again. They don't play around. They are some voracious eaters. When I come out here in the morning, there will be no food, there will be no hay, guaranteed. There may not be any water. They like to drink pretty good too. So you hear the baby in the background. But yep, we got the bunnies doing good. They're liking it. They're doing good. They're gonna get. Was dreaming last night of exactly what I'm gonna, some stuff I'm gonna set up for them. So, oh, yours is kind of messed up too, isn't it, Chew Man? Let's get you some fresh food too, Bubba. There we go. You get some fresh too. I thought you had more than you did, but it wasn't anything but powder. So there you go, Bub. All right, so there are the rabbits. They're doing great. And I'm loving, loving, loving. See, you hear that? These girls like to dig in their food, and they make a mess with it. They throw it everywhere. But as I was saying, I love, love, love having these beautiful rabbits around. And you hear the company that they have with the new additions over there. There's my update. The rabbits are doing great. The kids love them. Every time my grandkids come over, the first thing they got to do is come check these rabbits out, which now I'm sure it's going to be, they're going to have to come check the rabbits and check the chicks out. So thanks for watching, guys.